Right, so we finally found the pylon. As you can see, it's like really open and it's like a field, and you could plant loads of plants in that, but yeah, basically they come and cut this down pretty much once a year. So all of this later on will probably get all chopped out. So if your plants are in there, they'll get chopped out too. So we are here and we're going to collect this plant, which I think is like dockleaf, but not botanist, I don't know what it's called, specifically what it is. I did do a little bit of research on it, but to be honest with you, I've forgotten. Paying that much attention. So all these spear bladed things, what I do know is that it makes good fertilizer. So I'll take some of this. It's quite scarce actually. It's not too much of it. Not at the moment anyway, but later on there'll be a lot more. Some of that in there. These bits down here too. We're only picking the leaves, so we're not pulling the roots out and whatever, so it will grow back. Got some more just here. Oh, there's more here. And we'll get some big dock leaves as well, which are a little bit further up. Get them too. Starting to get quite a big pile, but so that's fun. Basically, my battery ran out, so I had to go back to the car and charge up the phone again. So I'm down in footpath. Hopefully, no one will come down here. There's lots of horses and stuff that come down here, people on horses. So I'm going to pick up some of this stuff along here, because some of this stuff is quite good. So a little bit, just a bit up here where I know there's some good stuff. So I'll take a walk up there. So anyway, when you're out here collecting this stuff, you got to basically get this all picked before the seeds start growing in the plant, because unfortunately what will happen is those seeds will survive this process quite easily. In fact, they'll probably relish what we're about to do to these plants, and then when you come to use the fertilizer, you'll pour all of those seeds from these weeds that you picked into your plants, and then you will have a fuckload of weeds growing in your plants. So yeah, not the greatest. So this stuff, we're basically just picking whatever is abundant in growth. So if there's lots of it and it's all looking healthy and green and lush, pick it, stick it in. I don't really know what this is, to be honest with you, but it really smells like garlic. And there might even be some kind of wild garlic or something like that. So I'll pick some of it, stick it in here with the rest of the stuff we've been collecting. Yeah, it's got a wild garlic. Probably is wild garlic, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, it's wild garlic. It smells like it, so yeah, it's wild garlic. I'll make shit up, why not? So, I'll take some of that. I'll take some elder. Right, I'll come back down here later on and I'll show you how big this stuff gets, because this stuff will just overgrow the path. You won't even really be able to walk anywhere along this path for the amount. So what I'm taking here is not going to affect anything whatsoever, because yeah, it's just going to grow up really quite big. And then, yeah, and you can already start to see that the path is getting kind of overgrown. So I don't really want grass. I'll take a bit more of this elder, just check that it still flowers, so we're all good. Some of it is quite quick to grow seeds. some of this. No idea what it is. But hey, it all dies, it all goes into a mush and then creates its own natural fertilizer all the way down along, and then all these plants grow back up the next season. So you know, it's not poisonous. The plants are all alive, so it means that whatever it is, it's healthy. Plants like it, so that's what I really care about, really. Some more. There was some like kind of big ass dock leaf type things. I know that stuff's poisonous though. That thing down there, be a big flower that'll grow out of it. It's poisonous. I mean, only if you're eating it anyway. So dock leaf. Some of that. It might actually not even be dock leaf. I might got that entirely wrong, but I'm pretty certain it's dock leaf. Pretty certain it's dock leaf. Maybe I should learn something about the plants and what these actually are. A better idea. But basically, we're looking for nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. We're looking for silicas. Actually, I do know where there's a place where there's some really good stuff. I forget what it's called though, but it's full of silicas, and that's what's going to help the plant stand upright. It's going to help the plant build a good cell structure and walls within the leaves and the branches, and ultimately the flowers. Decent amounts of silica will really quite help the plant. The only problem that there is with making fertilizer is to do with NPK and what can go with other things. This is why when you are buying fertilizers, if you're doing that, some nice big juicy leaves, it's not able to retain, I forget which way around, I think it's calcium or something like that. Doesn't sit well with phosphorus and nitrogen. That's why you have CalMag, calcium and magnesium, because they have to be separate from the other three, because they just don't, they kind of like cancel each other out or have a bad reaction or whatever it is. So that's why you'll find it quite rare to find all-in-one fertilizers. There are some. There is a UK manufacturer that has figured out some way to combine all of them together. I have it. It's I can't remember what the name of the company is, but it's I've got their pH up and pH down, which I'm not going to bother using this time round, because realistically the pH up and down, I think someone said to me by what I was doing and using that stuff I was actually fucking the plants up, because I'm not growing it in a hydroponic system. I'm growing it outdoor in the wild, so it's not necessary to pH up and down the water. All you really need to do is just make sure that there's no chlorine and stuff like that in it. You just want sticky weeds, silica. So get some of that. Kind of lost my train of thought what I was saying now. Oh well. So yeah, stingers. These stingers are going to just quite literally grow up to about here and then go all over this path, and this path will be like sting fest for anyone who wants to walk down it. So I'm going to have to split these videos all up because these are going to be way too long. And to be honest with you, the chances of you guys getting bored quite quickly is going to happen. So if I split them all up, be the easiest way, I think. So probably do it in like 4 parts, depending on how long it is. If it's an hour, say 15 minutes each, where possible. Anyway, we'll see what happens. My video editing skills aren't the best, but fuck it, who cares? I'm not here to be a professional of anything really, other than just growing some plants. I think that'll probably do. So that's pretty much a bin bag full. This bin bag is all going to kind of compress down. So realistically, though it seems like it's a big bin bag full of this plant material and whatever, most of the plant material is going to get rid of, and it's the juice that's left behind from what's been extracted out of the plant, because it's basically like a tincture that we're making. And you can throw the plant material into like compost and whatever, and it's good stuff. But realistically, we're making a fertilizer that we can dilute down, because this is going to be way too strong to give the plants directly. So we'll have to basically dilute it down quite a bit. So this will probably make up maybe 20 litres worth of it, and that should be more than enough to last us out for the season and all the plants. Because they're going in the ground and there's mycorrhizal, and they've been all inoculated at germination, the mycorrhizal will actually spread itself out in a big fungus-like root system, and that will assist the plant to be able to get a lot more nutrients to it over just having the root system. It's like 5-10 times the size root system with the mycorrhizal assisting the plant. The mycorrhizal does have a bit of a negative effect though, because in the vegetation stage, yeah, it's helping the plant a lot, but when it comes to flowering, it starts to have kind of a bit of a negative effect on it, because the mycorrhizal is consuming, it's giving the plants nitrogen, and it's consuming the phosphorus, or I can't remember what it is. It's consuming whatever it needs in the flowering stage. So basically in the flowering stage, if you saw one of my videos where I was going down and giving like top dressing the soil with honey, molasses is also good, it helps with the flavour and stuff like that. But I was top dressing and then washing all honey and all that stuff into the soil. The reason why I was doing that is because I'm feeding the mycorrhizal, so then it doesn't have its that kind of negative effect on the plant. The negative effect is either really here nor there, but it's still a negative effect. So I gotta care for the fungus a bit as well as the plant, and give it some food. The plant's not really going to benefit from you giving it honey. Not really very much. They're complex sugars that the plant's not really going to be able to break down too easily, but the fungus can break it down, and then it can give its broken down food or whatever to the plant. So yeah, like I said, I'm not professional. I'm just bumbling my way through this, so if you want to know real facts and figures and all that stuff, you're going to have to either look at someone else's great videos or go and do some research. It's in my head of the knowledge of what's there, but passing it on, yeah. So anyway, it's a bit, like I said, a long video, out and about, getting some plants and stuff. Looks like some persons up here, so yeah, I have to end the video. But anyway guys, it's UK Fuel Ninja, see you all next time.